Hey, I'm Dart.
I'm Lisa.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
You
And
would really know Dart is such a jokester. Like you seem like you're this sweet,
I
shy,
am.
tall cowboy. And no, yeah. I wouldn't say stand-up comedian, but you are actually funny.
Okay.
Are you puffing your chest out at me?
No, just sitting up straight.
Is that right?
Trying to get taller than you.
Oh, because my chair is up higher?
No. You're fine.
Okay, Dart. Let's get serious for
Where
a
are
second. Y'all, thanks for joining us. I know this is a little bit harder of a week because life insurance doesn't sound fun and sexy and all of that, but it's important.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So today, I think let's just highlight, Dart. Let's just highlight some of the different types, different products, what they do, what they're used for, and really, I think focus on what someone wants the outcome to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So we ended up yesterday showing you a couple of case designs just on cash value life.
Yes.
And so we're gonna use some names of common names that everybody's heard. And I've heard a lot of people on the radio. I've read a lot of articles, and they put these particular products down because they like a different one. And so I want to start out with a kind of little funny story. And
Okay.
and so like think about your home, and and one of the best conveniences in your home is the toilet. And
it's useful, it's resourceful, it's needed.
That's right.
And it's better than an outhouse.
And it's in the right room in the house. Okay. So, but how awkward it'd be if you showed up at one of your friend's house and they had their toilet right in the middle of the living room.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's not in the right place. It's not being used properly.
But it's still needed and necessary.
It's still needed and necessary. Okay.
Makes
sense. So whenever you think or whenever you hear someone trying to give you education that says this type of financial tool is bad, I want you to think about the toilet being in the living room. It's a misappropriation and misuse and not in the right room. But if you could put this financial tool with the desired outcome and
Thanks, Dart. I think I can't. I'm not going to be able to unsee that.
That's good. All right. So there you go. So next time you hear, whenever you hear, I'll give you an example. When you hear whole life is bad, think about the toilet, because it's not that it's bad. It's just it's in the wrong room, or maybe it's not appropriate for their financial plan. But there's nothing good or bad about anything. So let's jump into a little bit of the cash value life policy names.
Yeah.
And so first off, whole life is the oldest, and that's where permanent life started. Okay. And whole life can be used properly, and it is an amazing tool, but it's not the tool for everything for everybody.
Right.
And I'll give you a couple examples. It's great on children. I mean, it's just easy. It's like the underwriting is different in that type. Then they underwrite you for your entire lifetime. So it's very stable. I'm
glad you brought that up, Dart. That was something I wanted to make sure and bring up. It's important.
Yeah.
Not that you, and not necessarily that you want to insure your child because you think they're going to pass away. No, you could use that for several different reasons.
Right. It builds strong cash value. Yes. And it, again, determined on the company, determined on the contract. Not everything is equal, but you can find there are good ways to use it. And another good way is, if you're needing that guaranteed death benefit and you like guarantees, you don't like
the unknown.
The unknown.
You want the security.
That's right. You want security and guarantees. It's a great tool to use it for that. If you need as we showed you, the cash value where you're able to take money to supplement your retirement. Yeah. If you have a very short time span, meaning that you're 55 or older and you're wanting to start taking money in a small place, there's a way to design it so that you can do that. But it all comes down to design, making sure it's done properly and to reach your outcomes. So that's whole life. So,
but yeah, let's mention some of the other ones because we're
absolutely
already into our time.
Right.
Yeah.
So universal life. All right. That came out, and the sad part is it came out when interest rates were super high. They all looked really good, and no one anticipated the interest rates going low. So then all of a sudden, universal life is like this terrible thing. Well, it's not. It was misused and not appropriately sold and not appropriately projected.
Right.
However, it's a very solid way because it's very flexible. All right. So it allows you to do certain things. So there's a standard universal life, which is interest only, is how the cash value grows based on the company's ability to pay the interest.
Yes.
So pick a good company.
Thank you for distinguishing that.
Right.
I think that's an important note.
Then
about
there's an indexed universal life.
Thank you, Dart.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're staying on track here.
And so, and as now that means that it's indexed to the market. So you share in the gains of the market gains.
Yes.
But you don't share in any of the losses.
Yes.
So
those are one of my favorites.
It's a little deeper. Now,
yes.
those tools are great whenever you have a long. So for someone that's starting their 30s, 40s, or late 40s, where you have, a 20-year runway before you would want it for cash value to supplement retirement.
Yes.
They need a long runway because markets go up and down.
Yes.
And you'll get some zeros. You won't get a lot, but
and there's also the death benefit.
And then the what makes life insurance different from other investments is this: you do have this death benefit covering that if the worst thing happens, your family gets a great benefit and it's tax free. All right.
Yes.
It falls under the IRS 7702. Another universal life is a guaranteed universal life. There's fewer companies that do this, and but the ones that do it right. And it's like for if you're older and you're looking to prepare a death benefit and you want to get it for the least amount of money possible, that's where a guaranteed universal life is. So it's very much a niche product and a very much a niche tool, but in the right application, it's perfect. Then
how about the variable?
So then there's another one. It's called a variable universal life, and that's where you have the life insurance part, but your cash value is 100% dependent upon the market. So you can pick stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and you're gonna get all of the gains that you selected, whatever it gets, and you're going to get all of the losses. And
important note.
And so now one of the cons is that for the insurance company who's providing this, they have to charge because there's guarantees that they give you a death benefit that if you say, okay, well, if I lose half of my money, I want to keep my death benefit the same. So they're going to charge you fees to do that.
Manage that.
Yeah.
Okay. What other ones do we want to mention? Because that's pretty. And
then also, it's like that's the cash value life. And then other than that is the term, which has no cash value.
Yeah.
So,
or we're not going to mention maybe premium finance or talk about Kaizen.
I think from
some deeper ones.
Yeah.
Maybe we save those for later.
Yeah, because when we do the comparison to what's called a fixed life insurance, which is not at risk to market losses versus the variable, that'll be a great time to bring in premium financing and the use.
Not this week, though.
No,
we'll talk about that later.
All right. So hope that gives you a little bit of just from a mention of names and that they're out here and that in the right application, but it always starts with what?
Knowing what you want for your outcome.
You start with the outcome.
How about, or just knowing where you want to put your toilet in your house?
That's right.
I'll never be able to unsee that now.
All right.
Thank you for joining us today. And thank you. I think it's just important. Life insurance is important. Everyone needs it. But the question is, what do you need it for? Right?
Exactly.
What do you need to cover? So thanks for joining us today, and we'll chat tomorrow.